All right. Hey, we live again. This is Sarah. This is part two, guys, because the first one was actually a little longer. But here, like I told you, I only give you food. So you're going to, if you ready, you're willing to listen, you are going to go through it with the whole 9 yards. So this is how the whole thing comes true, and that is, you know, when I talked about the whole culture and how the government system was running with the small business and everything, I was like, no, the small business loan had no culture to it. 1 second, guys. Let me listen. The small business SBA loans had no culture to them. Do you know that? They had no culture in the sense of they were only approving people based upon, let's say, there's a disaster that they just happened and people were getting small business loan to take them out of it, or you gotta have like some solid some kind of before you are even approved for the whole loan and everything. You cannot even get that. By the end of it they decline you, so you are like, is there money there or no? You see what I mean? There was no culture. There is, when I look at the whole government system, guys, there is never a culture to every part of the government system. Meaning, it's not cycling itself to a place where it's cycle and it's stop and it has to be rebooted and remake and get better. There was no cycling of this. So if there's no cycling in the government system like that, it does not lead you up. It only gets you to a point where you stop and you're now fighting and butting heads with each other. See, so where I was speaking to you guys about this whole situation that I have with the small business was, if they had installed the culture of letting people literally approving them, having the culture with franchises, whoever wanted to do it, franchises, businesses, and said, this business, we open it, we have it here at this land, this location. I'm going to give you a 25-year, like having a mortgage on it. Sign the paperwork and everything, and the business is yours. But you are going to do what, guys? You are only going to go ahead and you're going to pay off on it like every single month you do with a business. You're going to pay off on it, but you're not going to pay off on it as if it's like your whole rent or whatever. But you see, you think they were doing it this way with the small business loan, and the small business would have been, would the money would have been billions. The government would have win, but the government didn't do that. You see, so the government pulled themselves away from it. That homes increase, the amount of money that was made by billionaires, was the billionaires knew how to do it with real estate, but the government did not know how to do it, making the government go broke. And I stand there and I tell myself, hey guys, let me tell you something, guys. You guys are never going to pay off this 29 million trillion dollars. You'll never get going to pay off on it, because individuals are finding your stupidity. This is a harsh one. Take it. Individuals are finding out that there's a pothole in the what? In the system. And they were going to base their money off on it. Right now, this thing that I'm telling you, do you know How many small businesses? I was hearing a lot of people saying there's no black businesses and everything. And I said, those who have the money that are on top of it do not know this $1 billion small three is three on the top, three at the bottom, two in the middle. They don't know the S mode. So they have got the money, like they said, 90,000, all the money that these people, these young men and stuff singing about that they got the money. They have it on top, all right, but they don't know how they can attain a cycle of it. You can make a money culture that never ends. You understand? You can make a money culture upon small businesses that never ends for you. So the government could have made this $1 billion industry with the small businesses sector, and they never they were like, well, we have to all go ahead and oppose this bill, and this bill go here. It's like grandpa dragging their feet on how they're going to go ahead and approve this thing for stuff like this to come in. You see? And if they have done this, think about it. Now, there was going to be franchises that will come in that say book franchise. I will give you the whole 9 yards and everything. You have this business, you sign up for it every single month. You guys, you have already been tagged according, you create the account for them, like you go ahead and pay and everything. And at the end of it, the business is not yours. You see, all this would have helped the small business sector, and they didn't think about it. So if you are here on my channel, you're trying to create your culture, create a culture that have the S mode. The S mode is always the money that flows. You understand? It's the money that flows, because Benjamins, the money goes with time. The S mode only goes with what? Do it. Wisdom. Wisdom attached to money. You never run out of it. You keep going 24/7. You keep going 24/7. Okay? So how do you do the S mode? I told you. You create something money. What do you really know as money? People always think it's about the cash, the dollar. Give me the dollar. This is the dollar. I got it. This is it. No. The money part in your culture is something that when you give to someone, they held on to it, but they don't let go. It's hard for them to let go. So what's happening with it is you are attaining money because they have held on to it. You're attaining money because they have held on to it, whatever that is. You understand? And it goes in a lot of ways. They have held on to it, they're not letting go because they value that item. They value whatever that is. Look how many barber shops could have been open in the hood. You know, you go ahead, said, I have, you go ahead, get barber shops around, mm, and everything. People were literally doing it in just one seat. They were selling barbershop seats. And how do you do that? Because you're gonna only create fights in that workshop or whatever. You could have said, okay, you can lease this thing here, and then this is it. You got the small business. They come, they inspect it. This is yours. You lease it this month. Every month you pay this amount. This is it. This is it. Yes, and build that to it with creditors, everything attached to it. Do you know people don't lose it? If you are doing it with homes, you should have done it with business to keep people in your country, to keep people still in your system, that they don't leave. And they lack that part. And they were thinking, let's do it with corporate. And corporate, you get paid 1 hour, hour. What they don't understand, when they thought about the corporate, they were thinking because they are able to push people to the corporate, they were able to give laws attached to that part where they could let people lose. And look, they were only thinking about money. Some people only think about money, that They will put you in there and you lose, 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 lose. Instead of them thinking on the opposite, that I will help you help somebody, but I shall always win from me helping you. You see what I mean? I will help you so you can help someone. At the long run, I won the whole time because you're going to pay off on it. And even if you finish paying me off and you go, you now use the money that is coming in, you pay the government or whatever. Guess what happened? It's able to be used to fix the roads, fix the school. Your business is always flourishing. It keep going up and up and up and up and up. But they didn't think about it that way. You see, they didn't think about it that, look, what happened? Homes separated themselves. You know, all these things got separated. And you think about it and you said, no, 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 no. They are getting it wrong. They need to create a culture for every branch of the government to continue going, that people can move up a bit ahead in it. Like I said, they have a ladder, that the ladder is, it's like old ladder that's broken into pieces. They are not creating the ladder according to a single box, one, two, three, four, five, but box to walk to the top. They only have the box to walk to the side and turn back around and stay where you are, singled out. You see, I just wanted to leave this part in there. If you want to make a culture, make a money culture inside the culture too. If you use the two, this is how you use the money culture, because now you have the laws, which is the brother and the sister, right? Remember, you started with three, you ended with three. So this is how you do the money culture. You use it with, almost like you call it, the firstborn son. The firstborn son is always rich. Anything firstborn, anything first made is called almost like the rich. First is first in everything. The first to carry it. So you use the firstborn's activity to create the culture of cycling the second born son. You see? So, how do you do this? It's pretty simple. It's pretty, pretty, pretty simple. You use what I told you, make it pretty, make it handsome, make it awesome, top notch. This is it. And you let the money on the other side run it. You understand? That's how you do it. So you get you, and let's say you want to make a culture about hairstyle. Hey, who wants to make a culture about hairstyles? You get your culture about hairstyles. You went ahead, you created a whole lot of hairs. I see these females, I used to laugh all the time. They just made hair and they're selling hair. And then you tell them, she's like, I have this hair. I'm enjoying hair. I'm enjoying hair, whatever. And I was like, but you are enjoying hair business. That's all you are. They're like, yes. And I'm like, that's not gonna last forever. It's like, yeah, but it's just, I said, the business can crash. Everybody run. Everybody's selling hair now. Everybody run. Everybody's selling makeup now. Everybody run. I'm looking at them like, why are the females doing this? Ah, ah. Why are they doing that? That's not how it's supposed to be. You gotta credit on the culture. If you do that, you are doing a rat race. You understand? You are doing a rat race that will not help you, because at the end of it, a lot of people will come in the hair business, and guess what's gonna happen? Your business, if you have five hair businesses around you, you lost. It was not based upon the culture, and you did not have laws attached to it. What When you go in there, they tell you, I have a refund law. What is a refund law? If you don't bring it, I don't do that. It's like, oh, this is not even, it's something wrong. something wrong. Okay, something wrong. I told you it's a male, female, and a child. You must create that, and you create the system of cycling. So what do you do? If you really want it to be a big business, money everywhere, this is what you have done. If you had your small business, take this, babe. If you had your small business, like you sell hair, this is what you do. You go ahead and find, you have your business, you are like, oh my gosh, my business is going down. You go ahead, you find a little girl or somebody, you go in college or whatever, somewhere, something, not even in college, somewhere, who is out there looking for job, not only to get a job for you to bamboozle, who is out there who can really work, right? Then you tell that person, hey, I want to help you help yourself. This is what I'm willing to do for you. I'm willing to give you all this out. It's for you. You sell hair, right? Yeah, he said, I sell hair. I do hair too. This whole out is going to be for you, okay? What I need you to do is, do you have money to go and get your own hair? He's like, no, I don't. I have a store. You have the store. I don't have the money to get this one. Oh, okay. You have somebody. You go tell your mom, if you want this, I will give you this whole aisle from here to here. It's gonna be yours, your aisle. You can sell any hair you want here on this aisle. Okay? And I'll charge you, let's say, $500 every month or $300 every month. Guess what that kid is gonna do for you in the community? She's gonna make you rich. How? She's gonna get her little friends. She's gonna get that out. And you tell her this is your own business. This is your card. You can let people come in. Meanwhile, your business is already crushed. But because what she's going to do, when people come in to buy the hair, right? She will say, oh, come in to buy this. When they buy something from you, they're going to go, they buy something from her, they will come and look at something from you and buy it. And you encourage that kid. Yes, okay, you're doing good. You're doing really good. But they're paying you. You see, and you tell her, you have another friend, do that. At the end of it, you'll find out that your whole store in your whole that the whole store, you have them everywhere, that now they're working for you, and all you do is just take money and you sit down, you enjoy it. But you gave them a chance to open their own things. Sometimes they'll be like, well, I don't want to have that now anymore. Now I feel like I've got my money and I want to move on. You're like, awesome. That's it. But you have somebody that can replace it. No, not right now. Then you still have your stuff in there. You make your money even 15 times. You see, but somebody was like, you can't trust these little kids, oh. Guess what? They are rude. Some of them are like rude. They are disrespectful. They are this. And I'm like, yeah, that's what you're saying, but you all have this ideology of holding on to something that is mine, and therefore I will never show anybody this and this. If you help me, I know that someday my granddaughter, you're gonna help them. They will come back to me, you know, and you help her. Her grandkids will later come back to you and say thank you. It's a cycle in this world. We have not all escaped it. So build a culture that you are helping somebody. You have put the helping of money in it. You have papers on it. How do you gonna help people and you don't even have papers on it? Some people just do these things and then get in trouble. Why? Because you did not sign papers with the little girl. You did not seek a lawyer with a little girl. You did not do you, and when you also thought when the girl come in, I don't know, she probably a thief. She probably, you see, you find somebody that you can say, okay, this is it, this is it, this is it. You understand? And make it work. Okay? And I met a whole lot of people, small businesses, and they were losing according to how they see other people. They are like, oh, this is what this person. I'm like, you are losing all your money doing small business. You are not even trusting another person to help you. How do you even hire somebody? You don't trust them. You are looking at them like they're gonna steal stuff from you. They're gonna do this. They are bad, so they're gonna steal. They're gonna do. I'm like, I said, man, you're losing a lot. That's why small businesses don't make it because they don't have hopes in people around them, community wise. You see, they are thinking this person is, and yes, they are right. Some family members, you cannot put your family member. No, when you have your own business. If it's not your own children, I will not say put your uncle, your brothers in it. No, it has to be your own children. You understand? Because if you put your uncle, your brothers, and cousins, later on they end up messing the business up. So you have to always hire out. Don't hire in. Okay? Hire out, don't hire in. They will always mess the business up. Okay? And then once you hire in, you get it good and everything that you see that you all have don't put no, I will never put brothers in there unless you really know your brother is there for you, your sister is there for you. And even that, no, I will never do that. You see, you only basing it off on that, but don't make it as that. Because later on, the kids, your kids are gonna grow. You're gonna be fighting each other. You're gonna be fighting each other. Oh, I don't like this because yeah, my uncle bought them this. Yeah, yeah. You don't need that mess. That's a whole lot of mess that goes on. So hire out, trickle, make your staff go up. Okay, so that's what small business was supposed to do with the government system. The small business loans they were supposed to give you like a mortgage, you know, and you'll be paying off on it. But they were trying to literally base your credit score with where you are living and all that. You cannot open a business like that. You always decline the person if you use the person's paying off on a house. Can you imagine? And you have student loan and then trying to do, you're always going to decline the person. You are only going to decline them. And they were doing this. They were literally basing it off on people's having their home, people having their, and I'm looking at them like, do you think their home is the one that's going to come and buy the products from you, from them? Do you think that their student loan is what is going to tell you about how much money they can make for you? That's a dumb thing. Because why? One can actually open a business online with bad student loan, bad credit, and everything, and make it without coming through you guys. So the way you guys were basing off on that money, it was so wrong. On how even for the qualification, it was dead gone. That means that no two people or few people will be qualified for small business. For will qualify for small business loans. Yes, just two or five out of a year or something. It will not be that more. You see? So that's where I will leave you at because they don't have a culture that is embedded in that system. You see, that's why a lot of people lost, you know, because I know, hey, I open a business, I gotta go to work for that business. Every single morning I have to wake up. So I will sleep at the business. Yes, some people will sleep there. They will sleep there. They will clean there. Yes, because why? They want to make sure the business continue forever because it's what gives them money to eat, what gives them money to take care of their household, to even go pay their mortgage. So they worship the business amount of money more than even their mortgages. They rely on that. And look at this, the government lost on this hope, this glory. The government lost on it. And you look at them still, you're like, man, why would they learn this simple thing? You understand? All right, next time I'll tackle the IRS. I'll tackle all of it. And you're going to see how they're all doing. Some of them we need to talk. Have a wonderful day and be blessed. Bye bye.